today we got one from Hands Brewing. They have made so many of these. This is Volume 9 of their Voltron
series, I guess.
Series.
Yeah.
This is 4 Hands with Second Shift Brewing and 7.0% ABV. And all these are IPAs. This is a hazy IPA with Nelson Sauvin, Wai-iti and Nectaron hops. Those are 3 hops I don't know of, but
I don't either.
if they're not Cascade or something like that, I'm kind of lost.
New to you.
They're new to me.
So yeah, we were talking before the show that this, like you said, is Volume 9, and I didn't realize they were continuing this series. I knew initially when they started it that they were going to have a specific beer for each lion color, and I thought that ended like well over a year ago.
No?
And you're like, no, they're still making them. Now they're up to 9, so don't know how long it's going to last.
I know, and I was surprised. So I actually, up on my cabinet over there, I have all the cans except for 8. For some reason, I saw Volume 9, this was a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, holy crap, where's Volume 8? I haven't even seen that yet, so
anybody listening out there needs to find Greg, Volume 8.
yeah, or it may actually still be at 4 Hands.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Christmas is coming.
Even though it's 75 degrees.
Yes, it is.
Smells fruity.
It does smell fruity.
Citrusy.
Mm-hmm. It's hazy, like you said.
Yep.
It's cold. Let's have a drink.
Yeah. It's very, I'd say tropical.
Yeah.
I'd put this like a tropical IPA, actually.
Yeah, I think that's fair. It's not as harsh as I expected it to be in the, like, what'd you used to call it? Tongue raper? Is that a
Tongue scraper?
scraper?
Tongue raper.
Scraper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
You don't want that
harsh.
either. That hurts too.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's good. It's good and cold.
Not bad. It's good.
Your refrigerator is doing quite well now.
I know.
It was on the fritz there when it was, what was it? The freezer was frozen.
Yeah, it stopped blowing air to the fridge.
Yeah.
So
It's good and cold now.
anyway, I feel of all of them that I've only tried 8. I haven't tried all 9, but this would be in my top 2 or 3 of these. These are it's one of the better ones. They're all IPAs that they've made for these, and they're all collaborations. And I feel this is definitely up there. I think it's. I mean, what can you say about IPAs? This is more on the fruity, hazy line, juicy. I guess they call it that sometimes too. Juicy IPA.
Yeah.
And I would say that's my style. That's my style IPA. That's my favorite.
Did they do any that were darker or like a red IPA or a dark IPA?
No, they've all been quite like this. Well, not like, I mean, they've all been in the piney to citrusy and
similar categories.
Yeah, some have been tongue scrapers.
I thought maybe initially whenever this was announced that they were going to try to make them look like the lion colors. Now, I guess you can't really do blue or green, but
I mean, food coloring, but
sure.
Or well, a lot of times they have done that with, like, just like for red, they could use like beets, and it wouldn't change the flavor that much.
Oh,
but
yeah, I don't know. What do you rate it?
I think this is one of the better ones. I'll put this in an A-. It's a good IPA, not the top, but definitely top of the spectrum.
I'd go just a little bit lower. I'll go B+, just because I feel like it's just your not average IPA, but it's just it's nothing too exciting. But Yeah, it is interesting that they keep going back to this Voltron theme with it. I don't know exactly how it ties to the beer itself, but whatever.
I don't know. And that's another thing. We were talking earlier about this. They have that Universal owns the Voltron license. I guess probably just in the US. I'm sure Japan there's a different company that owns it. But it's crazy to me that this local St. Louis brewery has the license to use Voltron, you know. It's to me it was a huge brand, you know. That's when we were kids.
Yep.
That was, you know, everyone wanted that big Voltron thing, and now, but how long do they keep this license? Indefinitely, or until they stop making beers with Voltron on it? Or
did you have any Voltron when you were a kid?
No.
Really?
No, I didn't have any of them. I watched the TV show. I loved watching the TV show. I didn't notice when I was a kid, I didn't know it was a Japanese show that was dubbed over into English. I had no idea. I didn't notice that their mouths didn't always sync up, you know? Mm-hmm. Did you? I mean, was that a thing that you knew?
I definitely noticed it. I always thought it was weird that their mouths would just be like open.
Oh, yeah.
And they would say multiple words. But I
was just dumb, I guess.
So there were two main Voltron, I guess, toys. The one was the metal one, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And the other one was plastic and like bigger and kind of bulkier, where the action figures sat inside.
Yeah.
And it wasn't nearly the scale because in the cartoon the action figures were like tiny compared to the lion. But I had the one that was the one with the action figures, and I always wished that I had the other one that was metal because it looked a lot more.
I think, did Tonka make that? Or I thought it was a big brand like that made it, the metal version.
It was cool, but and it all fit together, and the plastic one all fit together and made a guy too. But
see, I remember like there was also one that was smaller, maybe about 10 inches tall, and it wouldn't come apart. The lions wouldn't come apart or anything.
It just stayed as the
robot. And then do you remember how the series changed and then the toy changed where it was cars as well?
Oh, really?
A bunch of cars would come together instead of lions.
No, I didn't know that.
I think it was more than just 5, too.
Huh. That wasn't a GoBots thing?
No, that was still Voltron, yeah.
Interesting. No, I didn't. And I remember one thing that was kind of weird about the series, and I thought about it as a kid, I thought it was strange, was when what was it, a blue lion? The guy, like, went off and did something else. Do you remember this? And then the princess became like the 5th member.
Yeah, but wasn't she a member too? She was pink though, right?
She was, but there was a guy originally in that lion, and he did something else. I don't remember what he did. He
yellow, green, black, red, and blue.
I thought he was in the blue lion, and he was maybe black in color because the guy who was in the black lion was red.
I remember Keith in the Black Lion.
Yeah.
There's Pidge, right? And
Lance was one of them.
Lance
might have been the one that left.
Or was Lance in the Black Lion?
Maybe. Maybe Keith was the one that left.
I don't know.
We're going deep here.
We're going deep. You're like, what the hell are they talking about? I thought this was a beer review.
Yeah.
No, anyway, so yeah, beer is good. This show, go back to it. I haven't watched any of the newer. There's been several iterations, and I don't know anything about them.
Yeah. Keith initially left to join the Blade of Marmora.
Of course.
But he later returned.
Ah. Man, you know all the lore. See, you had the toy. You were more invested than I was.
I guess I was.
I know all the He-Man lore. I had all those toys, but
yeah, you did. I didn't have as many He-Man for sure.